Dearest Sarah, we were crafted by God to have friends. Motherhood was meant to be experienced with other mothers, aunts, grandmothers, and a community of women sharing the load. Please do not attempt this alone. Find an older woman and ask her to mentor you. Create a playgroup with other young moms and build your fellowship and fun over the same ideals. Maybe study a book together or have a mom's night out. And remember, a wise woman is one who copies wise women. I surround myself with wise friends and make time to encourage my heart with such friends, so I can have wisdom for this task. A friend is made to help you shoulder this incredible job. And remember, I will be here for you. Love, Sally.
Chapter 2. The Go It Alone Culture on Needing People. Sarah May. I have read tons of parenting books. Because I've read so many parenting books, I thought I could take the information, absorb it, implement it seamlessly, and be an expert on parenting. This all before I had children. I really was convinced that I could gain enough knowledge to get me through motherhood. I believed that if I just did what I was told via parenting expert authors, I would excel at being a mother. After I had my first daughter, I was convinced I was an ace mother. All except for the incessant crying every evening between 7 p.m. and 11 p.m. I was on top of my game. I made time for my husband, I kept a fairly clean house, and I played with my sweet little girl throughout the day. I also had her listen to classical music, of course. After 5 months of nighttime crying, I finally got her into a routine, thank you, Jesus, and life became optimal. She was in bed at 6:30 every evening, and she took 3 naps a day. I thought all babies did that. Life went along swimmingly, except for some boredom during the days, and I had plenty of free time, which I spent reading more parenting books and developing a hefty pridefulness in my excellent mothering abilities. When my little girl was 10 months old, I found out I was pregnant with baby number 2. We were so happy to welcome a boy into our family just 19 months after Ella was born. My mother-in-law came and stayed with me for a whole week to take care of me and watch Ella while I assimilated myself with Cade. He was an easy baby and such a good sleeper, which was a good thing because I couldn't quite pay as much attention to him since I had Ella to care for as well. I was so tired with those 2 babes. In fact, I started drinking coffee after I had my son. Coffee was a great pick-me-up, and it got me through the long mornings that began when I woke up the babes at 6:30 every morning. I got them up so I could put them to bed early. Oh yes, I was an expert on scheduling then, which is ironic since I'm not a scheduled person myself. I'm carefree and moment by moment, but I was determined to do right by my children, despite my own bad habits. I pushed through and maintained, but then I was not only tired, I was lonely. My husband had friends and things to do, but I felt like I had nothing. None of my friends had children. I went to the library and participated in some moms and kids groups, but I needed something for myself. My husband played softball, and I began to resent him for it. I did the independent makeup consultant thing for a while, but eventually realized it wasn't good for me, so I quit. I took out my frustrations and feelings of loneliness on my husband. Every time he left to go to a softball game or see a friend, I got angry. One day he finally said to me, "You need a hobby." He was willing to give me time away from the kids, but I felt lost. I didn't know what I wanted or what to do with myself, so I kept on pouring into the babes, preparing homeschool ideas and materials, even though they were only 1 and 2 years old. That's when I found out about blogs, online websites written by moms like me who offered encouragement. I learned all I could from these mamas, and eventually I decided I want to do what they did. I wanted to blog. Blogging would be my hobby. I found great joy writing on my blog in the evenings after my babes were in bed. Writing gave me an outlet, and it felt refreshing to be an encouragement to other mamas in the same lifeboat as myself. My children were going to bed early, I was writing, and I finally felt like I was in control. Then along came Caroline.